Good afternoon, children. So we have learned, you have learned about in multiplication lesson. Okay, what you have learned? For example, 6 is equal to 2 into 3. What this is called and what this is called, do you know? What this is called? 2 and 3 are what? Now, when you divide okay, that is the product, multiplicate, multiplier is there. But one more thing is there. When you divide, okay, listen. Yes, yes, okay, correct. Listen first. Yes, when you divide 6 with 2, what you will get remainder? 0. When you divide 6 with 3, that time also you are going to get remainder 3 only, 0 only. Yes. So that means these are the factors of 6. Okay, so what are the factors? So the factors are the numbers which when divides a given number, then you will get the remainder 0. Means when you divide 6 by 2, what you will get? 2 3s are 6. We are getting as remainder 0. So whenever after division, when we are getting the remainder 0, that means this number is a factor of this. Okay. So now in this lesson, we are going to learn in detail about factors and multiples. Okay. So here these are the factors. Means in which table that number is going. Okay, understood the meaning of factors? Yes? Okay, so our lesson 3 is factors and multiples. Okay, we will see about factors and then we will see about multiples. What do you mean by multiples? Okay, so factors are the numbers which when divide the other number, we will get the remainder as 0. Now, each number doesn't have only 1 or 2 or 3 factors. There will be many factors. How? I'll show you. See. Now, for example, 12. Now, 12, which table it can, how we can write 12 in multiplication form? 12 will come in one table? Yes? So, 1 into 12. In two table it comes? Two table? Two six. Three table? Three four. Again, four table comes. So, 4 3s and 3 4s are same. Okay. 6 2s and 2 6 are same. Like that, 12 1s and 1 12s is same. Okay. So, listen carefully now. Okay, children. Okay, so here by this example, what we can see that 12 has many factors, not only one. So there will be many factors for one number. Means one more than one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Many factors will be there. Means 12 will come in these all tables. In one table also 12 will be there. 2 table also, 3 also, 4 also, 6 also and 12 also. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. All these are the factors of 12. Understood? So there will be many factors, more than 2 factors. Okay? Not only one each number has more than 2 or more than factors will be there. Okay. Now, in this example, what we saw that 12, in 12, 1 is also there and the same number is also there. Yes, so now we will see the properties of factors. What are the properties? So listen carefully, this is important. Properties of factors that each number has 1 as the factor. 1 will be the factor for all the numbers. See, one table, all numbers will come now. 1 12s are 12, 1 3s are 3, 1 4s are 4, 1 15s are 1, 100s are 100. So, in one table, all the numbers will come. So, 1 is a factor of all the numbers. Okay, and it is the smallest factor. When we are writing factors, always you should start from 1. Okay, 1 will be the factor of all the numbers. This is the first property. Next, the number itself is also a factor of the number. Each number is the factor of itself. See, 6 table, 6 will come only. 6 1 are 6. 6 is there only. In 12 table, 12 is there. 14 table, 14 is there. Yes. So the number itself also is a factor of the number. So always the number itself will be the greatest. In middle, other factors will come. So 1 will be the smallest factor and the number itself will be the greatest factor. Understood the second property? Yes, okay. So these are some properties. Now one more is there that always the number, every factor, this factor is there, no, all the other factors will be less than the number. Okay, all the other factors will be the less than the number. So this the number itself will be the greatest factor and 1 will be the smallest factor. And 1 is the factor for all the numbers. These things you have to remember. Now we'll take one more example. For example, 6. 6 will come in which table? Always you have to start from 1. 1, 2, 3 and 6. So here also you can see that 1 is the smallest factor. The number itself is the greatest factor. See, last the number itself should come. Whenever you are writing factors, always you should start from 1 and ending should be the same number. And middle, all the factors are smaller, less than the number. Okay, these are the properties. Understood all the properties? Yes? Okay. So, this is about the factors. What we saw about factors? That a factor is a number which divides the another number, leaving the remainder 0. Means when you divide the number with the other number, when you get the remainder as 0, that means the number will be the factor of other number. Okay, if 18, 18 when you will divide with 9, you will get the remainder as 0 only, no? 18 when you divide with 9, that means 9 is a factor of 18. Okay, this you have to remember. So this is the factor and the properties what we saw, that the number 1 is the factor of all the numbers. The same number is a factor of itself. This is the second property. Third property, 1 is the smallest factor. Means always you should start from 1. 1 is the smallest factor. This is the third property. Fourth property is the number itself is the greatest factor. Fourth property. And fifth property is all the factors will be less than the number. Okay, so these are the 5 properties. So all you understood about factors? Okay, now our next topic is test of divisibility. Now this is important. After the factors, we are going to learn about HCF and LCM. Yes? Yes, anyone is having doubt? Okay, so to find the HCF and LCM, we need to know this test of divisibility. Okay, this is important. You should remember this. So first I will tell you what do you mean by divisibility. Page number 47. One is a factor of all the numbers. Each number has one as a factor. In one table, all the numbers come. Yes? Page number 47. No, it is a property. It doesn't have any other name. What? No, it's not. That will come in for prime and composite. Prime and composite, for that one is unique number. That is different. It's not comes here. Okay. Now see. Yes. No, don't write. First see here. Understand first. Okay. Now divisibility. What do you mean by divisibility? Divisibility means, see, when we have to divide the any number, and we should know that that number when you divide any number and you are getting the remainder as 0. For smaller number, it will be easy. Now 4 divided by 2. We know that when you divide 4 by 2, you will get the remainder as 0. Yes, you know this for smaller number. Now, when you divide 6 by 3, you know that you are going to get the remainder as 0. Yes, remainder is main. So, you are going to get the remainder as 0. We know for smaller numbers. But for larger numbers, for example, 2936, this is a 4-digit number. For this, without dividing, you will not be able to tell no directly that this will be divisible by 2 or not. Means this, when you divide, you will get 0 or not. It will be difficult, no? What you have to do for this? We need to divide it. Yes, long division we have to do. Yes, to find the remainder, we have to do long division. Yes? Yes. So, to avoid this, to find out that this number is divisible by 2 or not. Divisible means when you divide any number and you are getting the remainder 0, that means this number is divisible. This number is divisible by this. That is, whenever you are getting remainder as 0, that means it is divisible. So to find out that when you divide and what will be the remainder? Remainder should be 0, then only it is divisible. So whenever you are dividing and you are getting remainder as 0, that means this number is divisible by 2. But for large numbers, it is difficult to find out. We have to divide it now. So to avoid this, we are having shortcut method. That shortcut method is known as divisibility, test of divisibility. So without dividing also we can find out that we are going to get remainder 0 or not. Okay? Without dividing, we can find out. So we are going to learn now this shortcut method. Okay, understood the divisibility meaning? Okay, so we are having this shortcut method only for 2, 3, 5, 9, 10 and 11 only for these numbers. These divisibility tests are there for only 2, 3, 5, 9 and 10 and 11. In 6th standard you are going to learn for other numbers. Okay. So first you have to understand this carefully. Okay. So first we will see the divisibility rule for 2. Okay. Now, divisibility rule for 2 is whenever any number is given and in its ones place, if 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, if these numbers are there in ones place, directly we can tell that that large number will be divisible by 2. Understood? Means, I'll take one example. 5742. Now, which number is there in ones place? 2. That means if in ones place either 0 is there or 2 is there or 4 or 6 or 8. Any one digit is there in ones place. That means this full number will be divisible by 2. Divisible by 2 means when you divide this number with 2, you will get the remainder as 0. Okay. So instead of dividing, what we can tell directly we can tell. Here, directly we can tell that this number is divisible by 2. Yes, some disturbance is coming. We'll take one more example. Now this number is given 92 lakh 68,500 and Soyam Sarolkar. Just mute yourself. Okay, 92 lakh 68,536. This is a large number. Now to find that we are getting remainder 0 or not after division. What we have to do? We need to divide, no? So instead of dividing, directly we can tell that this number is divisible by 2 or not. How? Here, see the ones place. Ones place, 6 is there. So ones place, if any one digit is there, means this full number will be divisible. Understood now? The divisibility of 2. What you have to remember? If any number is having in ones place either 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, any one digit is there here in ones place, that means this full number will be divisible by 2. Okay? Yes? Yes. Okay, so this is divisibility by 2. Next is divisibility by 3. Now, to find the divisibility by 3, what we have to do? We have to add the digits. When we add the digits of the number and we are getting the answer, the sum, which is a multiple of 3. Now like this you will not understand. I will take one example and I will show you. If any number is given, same I will take 5752. Now this number is divisible by 3 or not, we have to see. So to find that, what we have to do? We have to add the digits. 5 plus 7 plus 4 plus 2. When you add, what will get? 5 plus 7? 5 plus 7, 12. 12 plus 2? 16 plus 2? 18. Now tell me, 18 will come in 3 table? 18? Yes. That means after adding the digits, when whatever answer you are getting, that answer, if it comes in 3 table or if it is multiple of 3, that means this full number is divisible by 3. Okay? So when you have to find the divisibility of 3, what you have to do? You have to add the digit and see. If you are getting the number which will come in 3 table, then it is divisible by 3. Okay? Now for example, see, if here only 574 is there, and after adding what you get? 16. 16 will come in 3 table? No, that means 574 is not divisible by 3. Okay? When it will come, the multiple, the number which comes in 3 table, only those numbers, that time this number will be divisible by 3. Understood what to do for to find the divisibility of 3? We have to add and see. Okay? 2 and 3 divisibility understood? Yes? Okay. Next divisibility is 5. Okay. To find the divisibility of 5, what you have to do? Only you have to see in one's place 5 should be there. Now you know 5 table. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes. Now here you can see one's place 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0 is there in one's place. All the multiples in 5 table. It is having 5 and 0. Yes. That means when in one's place if 5 is there or 0 is there, that means that number will be divisible by 5. Let it be bigger number. Let it be lakh crore. Means 12 lakh 15,920. Here 0 is there. Means this full number is divisible by 5. When you divide with 5, you will get the remainder 0. Okay? Or if 36 crore 92,050 36 crore 92 lakh 50,915. 5 is there. It is divisible. This full number, when you divide, you will get the remainder 0. Okay, that means if in one's place 0 is there or in one's place 5 is there, that means this full number will be divisible by 5. This is divisibility by 5. Understood? So what would we saw? Divisibility by 2. Divisibility by 2 is in one's place 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 should be there. Divisibility by 3, we have to add the digits. Divisibility by 5, one's place 0 or 5 should be there. So these are the 3 divisibility of 2, 3 and 5. Okay. Next is 9. Now this you have to see carefully. Here what you have to do, when you have to find the divisibility of 9, you have to add the alternate digits. That means the sum of the digits of the number should be divisible. Okay. Alternate will come for 11. Here 9 is the same like 3. Same like 3, you have to add and see the digits. If you are getting 9, the multiple of 9, then that number is divisible by 9. Now for example, 1359. Same like 3 you have to do. You have to add and see. What answer you are getting? 18. 18 will come in 9 table. Okay. So divisibility by 3 and divisibility by 9 is same. Only what you have to do, you have to add the digit and see. If the answer will come in that table. In 9 table, if this answer is coming means this full number is divisible by 9. Okay, so understood divisibility by 9? You have to add and see. Okay. Next is divisibility by 10. Divisibility by 10 is simple. Now you know that 10 table 10, 20, 30, 40. All it is having one place at 0. Yes. So if any number which has in ones place 0, that means that full number will be divisible by 10. Okay, let it be any large number. 15 lakh 72,920. Now here 0 is there means this full number will be divisible by 10. For 5, 0 and 5 you have to see. And for 10, only 0 you have to see. In one's place, 0 should be there. Okay? Okay. Yes, who is Sai Prasad? You in chat box you are sending some photos. I can see here. Okay, last is divisibility by 11. Divisibility by 11 is the difference of the sum of alternate digits. Means alternate means leaving one another. Leaving one digit. So odd digits and even digits. When you add that and if their difference is 0 or 11, then that number will be divisible by 11. This is little confusion. We'll take one example. Now this number is there. Okay. Here 2,45,762. Now we have to find this number is divisible by 11 or not. For that what we have to see? We have to add the alternate digit. Alternate means leaving one. This alternate leaving one digit. So 2 plus 5 plus 6. And the remaining numbers 4 plus 7 plus 2. Add this 30. After adding, you have to do subtraction. Okay. After subtraction, if you are getting 0, or sometime what will happen? Sometime you will get 11 also. So, after subtraction, if you are getting 0 or a multiple of 11, multiple means 11 table, 11, 22, 33, 44. After subtraction, if you are getting these numbers, that means this number is divisible by 11. Okay, so these are the divisibility tests. You can read in textbook, it is given. You can read it twice, thrice, okay, and remember it. It is very important, divisibility test. Understood? The divisibility test?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you are having 2, 3, 5, 9, 10 and 11 divisibility tests. Okay. So what we saw today in our class about factors, properties of factors and divisibility test. Okay. So tomorrow I'll ask you about divisibility test. Okay. You have to read it, learn it. Okay.